I'm relieving the burden of student debt. Many of you have already had the benefit of it, so I can chase your dream and grow the economy. And the Supreme Court told me I couldn't. I found two other ways to do it. And we were able to do it because it grows the economy.
All right, so as Biden openly celebrates working around the Supreme Court to bail out student loan borrowers, the White House is attacking Republican attorneys general who are fighting his plans, quote, as President Biden has done more than all previous presidents combined to achieve student debt relief for borrowers. Republican attorneys general are fighting tooth and nail on behalf of creditors.
Joining us now to react, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey, who's leading a coalition of 20 states to stand up against Biden's bailout. So, Attorney General, let me just throw this by you. So when Joe Biden's talking about you're standing up for creditors, in part I would agree with him, because if you're standing up for the creditor in regard to student loan bailouts, the creditor is the American taxpayer. We're the ones who are bailing out these kids, so you're standing up for the taxpayer, right?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I took my oath to enforce the law seriously, whereas President Biden clearly doesn't. This is a desperate attempt in face of plummeting poll numbers by the president to try to buy votes and to do so illegally. We took him to task once. We'll do it again. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. I'm not going to let Joe Biden saddle working Missouri families with Ivy League debt.
Yeah, and this is the same sort of strategy that they use whenever it comes to inflation, for example. Oh, it's the evil corporations. They're price gouging. They're the ones that you should be mad at. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at everybody else out there, including the taxpayer who's saying, I don't want to foot the bill for this. But don't look at us because we didn't do it.
Well, it also ignores the illegal nature of his action. He's using the Higher Education Act of 1965 without any textual basis for cancellation of debt, certainly without any textual basis for cancellation of debt on this order of magnitude. It's certainly unconstitutional because Congress has the power of the purse and has twice rejected bills like this, once in 2019, again in 2021. And the Supreme Court's already told President Biden he can't do it. Now he's, roundly rejecting and flaunting the authority, his rejection of the authority of the United States Supreme Court. At what point do we call this what it really is, which is a constitutional crisis?
Or Joe Biden is a threat to democracy, one way or the other. But let's shift gears to this, because liberal newspaper, the Kansas City Star, is leaning way into identity politics over three-time Super Bowl champ kicker Harrison Butker, his faith-based commitment speech.
The outlet publishing an opinion piece saying, quote, for poetic justice after Harrison Butker's Neanderthal outburst, the Kansas City Chiefs' next kicker should be a woman.
Good luck with that. And that's not all. In a now deleted post on X, the paper revealed the location of Butker's residence, causing the Kansas City mayor to apologize. And now you're demanding accountability, Attorney General. What are you doing to get accountability here with especially this doxing?
We're not going to let the city or the Kansas City Star retaliate against any Missourian for the free expression of their religious beliefs. This was Harrison Butker's a man of the Catholic faith who gave a Catholic commencement address at a Catholic university to extreme applause, and everyone liked his speech. And then everyone loses their mind, and the city of Kansas City, on their official Twitter account, attempted to dox Harrison Butker in retaliation for his free expression of his religious beliefs. We have laws in the state of Missouri to prevent that kind of discrimination on the basis of religion, and we're going to enforce those laws. We're not going to let the city of Kansas City cancel Harrison Butker for his free exercise of his Christian faith.
But that's the kind of world we live in, right? The progressives will grab onto something, they will twist it 100 ways to Sunday, and they will make an argument that you should be canceling people. I mean, this is going across the board in bizarro land, whether it's foreign policy or whatever we're dealing with. Sometimes it gets difficult to breathe and look at these issues and say, what are you doing here? You're trying to muddy the waters so much to confuse people to kind of get your way and push your agenda.
Well, the Kansas City Star is promoting discrimination against Christians. I mean, that's the problem, and that's why we have the Missouri Human Rights Act, to fight back against that sort of thing. And the Attorney General's office has enforcement authority under the Missouri Human Rights Act. But again, it was prophetic what Harrison Butker actually said in the commencement address when he said that the left desired to push Christian expression from public discourse. And that's exactly what happened in retaliation from his speech.
Well, you know what's going to happen here? The real effort in the doxing is to send all of the radical thugs in the community to his residents to protest, to have signs, to blow whistles, to bang drums, and intimidate him and his family. That's what this is all about, the doxing.
Like when they did it to the Supreme Court justices.
That's right. Same thing. So hopefully your office will continue with this investigation, and anyone who violates the laws at his house will be duly prosecuted. Thank you, Attorney General Andrew Bailey. We appreciate your time, and good luck with the investigation.
Thanks for having me on.